I'm going to show you how to sharpen a cleaver on the Tormek T-1 Knife Sharpener. This is the Tormek T-1 Knife Sharpener, and today I'm going to go ahead and sharpen my cleaver. This is my very old Henkel's cleaver. It is dull, and we're going to go ahead and get started by removing the angle guide that's on the sharpener. Now, this angle guide is used for all your knives in your kitchen that'll fit inside this guide, and there'll be information in the description down below. But there is an angle indicator that may fall out. That's the plastic piece that shows you what degree you're set for your sharpening. There's also another piece on the back that actually pops off because we want to use this as just an angle guide, where we're going to set our cleaver against this guide and use that to measure our 25 degrees so we can sharpen the blade. Once we have the plastic guide holder removed, we're going to go ahead and insert our angle indicator again into the device because we're going to need that to set our angle for our cleaver. Slide the angle guide back on the mount and tighten it up and you'll be all ready to go. We're going to go ahead and set this to 25 degrees, which is about the angle of this cleaver. Now, sharpening knives, people use the paper cut test and they criticize whether it's rough cut, smooth cut. You know, it's really hard to tell, but if you want to do it right, you need to use a best certified edge tester. This shows 728 grams of pressure, and then we're going to go ahead and sharpen it and see what we get. The lower the number, the sharper the knife. Keep in mind that most factory knives coming to you in the retail stores are averaging anywhere from 300 to 350 grams of pressure when you test them initially, but with the Tormek T1, I can get those knives a whole lot sharper. And we're going to go ahead and start using the sharpener with slow passes back and forth. It is okay and it is correct process to take your knife and move it back and forth gently through the sharpener. This is a diamond disc that is go ahead and sharpening this knife, and we're going to go ahead and check it for a burr. The burr time may take longer on some knives than others depending on the sharpness, the type of steel, and the speed that you use to go across the diamond wheel. Because the guide holder, which is the plastic piece, is removed that your knife slides into and is held perfectly, this is an open guide, which means you have to hold it in place against that guide, and it's really easy to do. When you're done, there's a fantastic honing wheel. It is already impregnated with material to hone your knife. It's a rubber material type of wheel, and the honing material is actually throughout the entire wheel. So as this wears down, you don't have to reload it and put more compound on it. Now, I always like to test my knives by seeing if I'll take a bite at my nail, so that way I can't slide it. And now I'll go and do a few passes on the leather strop. This happens to be buffalo leather, and we'll see that this edge is absolutely beautiful. Look at the Tormek T1, got that edge so nice. Let's see how sharp we got this cleaver with our Tormek T1, and 398 grams of pressure as a final result, 55% sharper. I did not even work on this that long. We started out at a really moderately rolled edge, got it down to basically new high-end cutlery, just above there. The working edge is at 300 to 400. The Tormek T1, incredible sharpener, versatile, does all your kitchen knives. This cleaver is not that large, but I have even bigger cleavers and I can do the same thing. I sharpened it at the maximum, it looks like about 25 degrees on the T1. I know that some people use a larger degree angle on the cleavers, but 25 degrees got this really nice. See here, super polished on the end, using the honing wheel, and then finished it off with a leather strop that I always do at the end. This was almost 800 on the best scale on our knife tester, and we got it down to 398. I only worked on it for maybe 5 minutes. Now, this thing was not sharp obviously before. This is super, super thick steel. I know if I would have worked on this for probably another 5 minutes and doubled my efforts, I probably would have got this down into the 300 or a little bit below range, which for a cleaver is wicked sharp. This is something that anybody can do. It is not complicated. You don't have to use multiple stones, multiple grits and learn that system. You also don't have to even really strop. This stropping is something that I recommend you do on all your knives at the end to get that really nice polished surface. But the honing wheel on the T1 is amazing. Just doing the honing alone really is all you need, especially if you're in a working kitchen. You want to sharpen something pretty quick and get back to cutting, then the T1 is absolutely fantastic. If you have any questions, drop me a comment. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and follow me on Instagram and on YouTube, and also my Facebook at 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪, and I'll see you on the next one. Smoke on, baby!